Greetings and welcome, my minions, to another episode of Let's Play the Dungeons 3 DLC. Right, we're doing quite well. Just in between periods right now, since we have no immediate concerns of incoming. Aside from whatever is going to be tossed at us because of shenanigans. But overall, the opposing side has been quite mellow in comparison to previous levels.
Good Talia and the goddess prepared a mighty attack on the dungeon.
I mean, even this is not all that concerning. I mean, Dungeon Heart is pretty well defended at this stage.
A very powerful group of heroes was on its way to the dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Drop me on the enemy.
Could you please not be in the front line? I think we've made this side pretty much impregnable at the moment. Let's just get some levels on Talia. I think we've gotten most of the important stuff. I mean, yeah, we can get this one, but... Alright, let's just
Drop me on the enemy.
go and do some damage. Take that last outpost. And then on our approach to killing the various altars.
Right. Creatures have conquered an outpost. It's payday.
Evil will triumph.
Alright, what's over here? Let's not deal with that just yet.
Hey!
Oh, you wanna come down here? That's fine. Skilly mage.
The goddess's armies were in an uproar. Soon a huge army would be on its way to the dungeon.
That's fine. We should be able to take out those 4 altars in quick succession, provided nothing goes wrong.
A very powerful group of heroes was on its way to the dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Right. Easy enough. Now, I could go for the super monsters again, but I don't feel like it this time around, actually. Too much hassle. And considering what we've seen so far, I don't think it's absolutely necessary. Just really want to put some points into Talia. So.
The evil energy grows stronger!
Maybe get that last hero recruited. So, whichever one of you wants to join our side. There we go.
That good Talia is bugging me even more than she did during the entire rest of the game. At least back then I could tell her to shut your mouth, but now? Ha! You're not going to shut me up that easily this time, evil Talia. I finally found my destiny as Avatar of the Goddess.
Alright, let's see. I don't think anyone is in any serious need of anything. We've got our heroes. Alright, let's make a push.
Yes, to the hit! evil, Talia. The temple of the goddess is no place for the likes of you. Try and stop me now, biatch. Kicked good Talia's ass? Check. Do it all over again at the next temple. Double check.
And that did cause us a lot of damage, though.
Evil energy grows stronger!
Heal up a little bit, best we can with some of our creatures.
The Nosy Evil's armies have discovered another of the goddess's temples.
This is consecrated ground. Away, evil creatures! Hey!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Bye-bye, good Talia.
Alright, let's do a round of resting up. Right, this has helped immensely to cut down the numbers.
Dark power fills me.
Probably only have to wait until the undead have finished recycling, recharging. This probably will not take all that long. Not really any resource we are short on. I mean, I could get some more rack storage, but it doesn't really matter all that much. An interesting visual glitch. If you're hungry, go eat. Alright. Any undead left? Just one. Alright.
Death to the hero!
Move out to the next one. Right, let's bunch you up. I'm expecting shenanigans.
Two temples at the same time? Oh, now we seem to be rolling. The power of the goddess will strengthen my arm. Double the temples also means double the retribution.
There are definitely getting to be too many Talias. Go on, get out there and reduce their numbers.
Kicked good Talia's ass? Check. Do it all over again at the next temple. Double check.
Good Talia and the goddess prepared a mighty attack on the dungeon. The goddess herself intervened to make it rain divine fire from heaven.
No! You cannot win! I am the good side! Ah! Ah! Great! We really cleaned the house here.
Talia had done it again. She and the victorious Evil's army had destroyed all of the temples on God's Mount. Apparently, that had also wiped out Talia's good side. At least I hope so, because I'm starting to run out of tranquilizers.
Yeah, I'm certain we've seen her for the last time. But enough of that. It's time to celebrate.
Yes, you did. You successfully completed the add-on to this game. My, you must have had a lot of free time. But whatever. We hope you enjoyed it. Roll the final cutscene.
Yay!
Evil Talia and the god fighting evil had won. The goddess was destroyed. This raised some pretty difficult questions for theologists. Did this mean it was the end of the world? The apocalypse? The last installment of the Dungeon series? These questions were of little concern to Talia, who was reveling in her blasphemous victory over the warriors of heaven and frankly didn't give a damn about the whereabouts of her good side. And even the evil and its propensity to overlook logical flaws found it pointless to worry about such things. After all, this was not its first computer game. Shortly afterwards, the most divinely evil ascended the throne of the gods and savored its victory to the fullest. Fanfares and soft, sweet sounds of serenity accompanied its succession to the throne. Under no circumstances was that ogre and his ear-splitting solo act allowed to get anywhere near the orchestra pit. After all, it was time to celebrate, not whine and complain. As the transcendentally evil evil's emissary, Talia too had nothing to complain about. The reward she received for betraying her father and destroying the goddess of light was appropriate, let's say. And nothing like the pittance I get paid for churning out this nonsense. But I shouldn't complain, at least not as long as they're still recording. The godlike evil had found a quiver full of handy lightning bolts under the throne of the gods, which it now happily used to harass the inhabitants of the overworld. Was this a hidden announcement for another plagiarized, inspired game? Dungeon 4, Return of the Killer Dungeon, or something? You never know with those guys at Realmforge. But bored with the world, and now floating in a heavenly sphere, the evil's gaze rose, way, way up into the sky. Really, really, really far up? Perhaps to a galaxy far, far away? Endless expanses? Galaxies no little snot has ever seen before? Whatever the future has in store for the hard-drinking, jubilatory evil is yet to be written. For now, there is only one thing left for me to say. The end. Sorry, perhaps that was a little too dramatic. How about you start a skirmish, replay the campaign with a friend, or take on others in multiplayer? Or maybe just stare at the main menu for 20 hours until it burns into your screen. Or, oh, whatever. I hope you enjoyed it. The end. For real this time.
Thank you. Yay.
Death of a god.
Well, that was fun actually. Not too bad. Introduced some new mechanics at the very least, that was different. Rather than just a new reskin of something old they had already done, aside from, you know, climbing God's Mount. Anyway, that'll do for this episode. But not quite the end of the DLC. Because there is a little bit more. See you all next time.